So, I was preparing a video for today, and I'm not gonna upload it because I don't particularly like the takes that I did, but as I was preparing it, I ended up reading two comments on my channel. One is positive and the other is negative, but that is not important. That is not the point that I'm trying to make here. Bear with me for a moment. The funny thing about both of these comments is that both of these comments, I think, ignore something that we actually should be toxic about, and we are not, because we are too used to something not working correctly, and we should talk about it. We should be really insistent on it and send all the feedback to DE that they need till they finally fucking listen and fix this. So, what am I talking about? Before showing it, let me read you the comments. One comment says, regarding my Garuda video where I claim that her passive works like a serration type of buff, meaning it is applied only in one part of the equation of the damage, it is exactly like having a Rhino Roar for a passive, because that is what literally is. You need to check the wiki before making videos sometimes, my guy. Which is fair and is correct. I fucked up. And it doesn't work like a serration type of buff, it works like a Rhino type of buff, meaning it works like a faction damage type of buff, meaning it applies after the equation, meaning it's insane. And I didn't know, because I didn't check the wiki. Fair, my bro, fair. In my defense, I'll say that I didn't claim it to be a serration type of buff. I said, I think it is. I think it is, because it feels similar in power with my limited testing. That is one comment. The other comment, you'll see the reason I'm doing this, regarding my Prisma Lens video where I was confused and trying to understand why did I have two viral procs on the same build, like listed one and then the other. I don't know if you have read the wiki page for this yet, but it's very interesting. Direct Arrow Impact has a guaranteed impact proc, meaning internal bleeding it's better than Hunter Munitions, which I don't agree with, but you could certainly use that. Initial Explosion has a guaranteed cold proc. Initial Hit and Explosions apply status separately, and there's a lot of ways to mod this thing, and yeah, clearly. And what is the common thing between those two comments? The common thing between those two comments, it's go read the wiki. Go read the wiki. Okay. And what if I don't? And not because I shouldn't, because I should. But what if we lived in a world where if you went to the modding screen and you saw Rhino's Roar, the description wouldn't be grants all nearby warframes increase damage for a short duration. Because the only precise thing that this is explaining is the fact that it's not only for weapons, it's for warframes, because yeah, Rhino's Roar works on damage done by warframes, which it would also be incorrect because it doesn't say that it also affects guns. With this description, it sounds as if it only gives power to warframes, which was what I thought it did when I started playing a long time ago. So grants all nearby warframes increase damage for a short duration. Where does it explain the way it does the damage? Where does it explain that it works post-equation? Where does it explain that you can double dip with this? Where? Because I don't see it. I just see increased damage. Okay. Where the fuck is my Garuda build now? Here it is. And again, Garuda's, not weapons, Garuda's damage temporarily increases with each enemy she kills to a maximum of 100%. Slashes with her talons if no melee weapon is equipped. Okay, so right now I'm actually confused again, because now I don't know if this is exactly like Rhino's in the way that it is explained. It's her power, but it also affects her guns, or if this actually means it's only for Garuda's damage by itself and not her weapons. But then, what about her talons? Because her talons are a weapon. And it's coded like a weapon because it's not an ability of her. It's a weapon that you get access to when you don't equip other weapons, but it is not programmed as an ability. So, in any of those cases, in both cases, the case where it affects her power, and the other case, like I'm just confused. You see the problem? Like, you see the problem with this shit. Prismo Lens, like, where the fuck does it explain that it has more than one radial attack, which calculates things separately? Where does it explain it? Because I only see radial attack. Unique trait. Convert secondary ammo pickups to 50% of arrow ammo. Okay. 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 Fulmin Prime. This thing has a guaranteed impact proc, which makes using internal bleeding much better than Hunter Munitions, only if you're just gonna use the shotgun mode. The reason I use Hunter Munitions because I also enjoy the full auto mode. Where does it explain it? Where does it explain that it has a force proc? Unique trait? You can switch between fire modes. That's all it says. So, I think it would be, even if I should check the wiki, which I should, and I'm gonna start doing, even if I fucking hate it, because I like figuring things out myself. So even if I hate it, I will start doing it. So, I'll take that feedback into account and we'll do it, like, for sure. But I think, I honestly think the efforts on correcting shit in people's videos, it should be better directed towards DE. Because this shouldn't be like this. We shouldn't be guessing every fucking step of the way. We shouldn't be excruciatingly testing every little thing they release just in case it has fucking spaghetti. We shouldn't depend on a wiki for shit like this. And it's really funny because the other game that I play regularly, which is Tarkov, has the exact same problem. And that problem being a healthy mix between pure spaghetti that doesn't work consistently, so you never know if it's working as intended or if it's a bug, so you don't even know if you have to report it, and in case you report it, you don't know how to explain it. And also a clear lack of information. The single most important aspect in Tarkov's gunplay is using the right ammo. And the right ammo has two values. damage and penetration, which you need to know. You need to know those values because those values will be used in calculating the penetration chances on enemy armor. And if you're using shared ammo, you're not gonna kill anyone unless you hit them here. Not even here, because they have a helmet. They have a big fucking helmet. You need to hit them in the face. And sometimes not even then, because you can get face shields, which are also armor, and it's also calculated separately. So you need to know those values. The values of ammo, which are penetration and damage. Does the game give you them to you? What do you think? What do you think? No, it fucking doesn't. No, it does not. And it makes me angry. Just like in Warframe, because just a little story between you and me. Where's my... Yeah, there she is. Nova. I've made a video about Nova some time ago, and it has done really well for me. Its active particle gives 5% damage reduction to Nova's health, stacking up to 90%. This is exactly correct. This is exactly it. It's exactly what it does. It tells you the amount of damage reduction per charge. It explains that it's also affecting your health, which means shields, no go. It's not like adaptation. And it also tells you the cap. You cannot go farther than 90%. So if you do the quick math, you'll figure out that with, I think it's 18 particles, you reach the cap. And any extra particle that you add will still be beneficial because you won't lose that much damage reduction until you go lower than 18. This ability is perfectly explained. You know the reason it is perfectly explained. It is perfectly explained because we bitched about it. Because a long fucking time ago, there was nothing here. It wasn't listed. It has always given damage reduction. It has always done that. And it was not explained. You know the reason why we know this? It is because Brozyme, a very big YouTuber that you probably know because he's one of the pillars of this community, he was watching one of the DE's crew work on code on a live stream. And he was doing some debugging on Nova. And he saw a line of code which implied that this was the case. And he asked that guy, which I don't remember which guy was, but he asked him, yo, could you maybe add that to the description? His response was, nah, I'm sure you'll tell the people. And of course, this situation has been getting better through the years. But just because we managed to get this doesn't mean that the rest of the game is clear on its information, because it's not. And it has never been. So, Digital Extremes, please, for fuck's sake, don't be afraid of explaining what your game does, because if you don't, we will find it. And if you're worried that the people will find the completely bonkers shit, don't worry. They are already finding it every single day, and there's no stopping it. There's no stopping Unbalanced. There's no stopping it on a PvE game. Especially in such a farm-intensive game. There's no stopping the meta shit. There's no stopping the optimization. There's no way. So stop trying. Because they might very well be just hiding stuff. But we don't know. We don't know if they're hiding it We don't know if they are lazy communicating this type of stuff. We just don't know. And I don't like to finish the videos kind of angry or sad. But Warframe is in such a good spot now. But the explaining part is still Warframe's Achilles heel. And this needs work. This needs work. That's all I'm gonna say. This needs work. And as long as they don't explain that shit, we will keep making videos explaining it for them. And that is probably the reason why they don't. Because we are the tutorial for this game. We are unpaid interns. And even us with thousands of hours, we sometimes commit mistakes and say false information. So yeah, basically that's the video, and yeah, I give feedback to the in the best way that you can. That we need more info in the game. We need more info. There's no excuse. There's no excuse. You can add more text here. You can add more text. The video can be smaller. More text can appear in this part of the screen. This is not a problem for me. I can read it. You have space. Use it. Oh yeah, that will be all for today, I think. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.